Hey guys, welcome to Water Dads Gaming here on Thursday night. We're getting things kicked off here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. We actually missed broadcasting the All-Star Open earlier. I want to give a big shout out and congratulations to Greg Stone, who won the All-Star Open. Thank you guys so much for coming out and racing with us here in the All-Star tonight's All-Star race. But there is Greg Stone in that number 3 Chevrolet Camaro. Great looking paint scheme, by the way. But congrats to Greg Stone. Won the first race tonight here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. It's going to be a great race, 100 laps here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Right now, Marty Calvert is on the pole, number 16. Pace car is pulling off. Zachary Ward will be starting on the outside in that number 5 car. We're going to do a quick pace lap here before we get things started. It's going to be an exciting race. Always enjoy watching this All-Star race here every year. William Carr in the second is going to be starting in third. John Ledger starting with us in the 4th place position. Good to have you back out there racing with us tonight, John. He'll be in that number 19 Chevrolet Camaro. Good looking paint scheme, by the way. I like that Monster Energy scheme. Guys, we'll go through the field as this race goes on because we're a little bit behind here tonight. But pace car is about to pull off. Looks like one more lap. The lights are off on the pace car. Good looking field out here tonight. It's going to be a great time. Lorraine Neha says, go John Ledger. Lorraine, thanks for tuning in. It's good to have John Ledger out there like I was just mentioning moments ago. Love that paint scheme, man. I keep looking at that car. That's a cool car. So we'll keep our eye on John Ledger all race long and see where he finishes in tonight's race. But great looking paint schemes out there. Looks like Marshall Dugan also running a new Tony Stewart paint scheme. Looks a little bit different than the last one he ran. We also got Brand Fiedler and a Jeff Gordon throwback paint scheme as well. That number 39 car, that's looking great. Wes Gallo rocking new paint scheme. But all right, guys, green flag in the air, and Marty Calvert's going to lead them to green with Zachary Ward on the outside. So down into turn number 1, the 16 car to the lead, and the 5 car right there on the outside. Alrighty, so yeah, 16 car to the lead. Marty Calvert over Zachary Ward. William Carr is in 3rd, and Philip Beaver has 4th place. Greg Stone, the All-Star Open winner, he's currently top 5. John Ledger's in 6th, but Wes Gallo right now making the move on John Ledger to the inside. And Zachary Ward way up the track. He's off pace. He drops down on the inside there. Not quite sure what happened there, but Brandon Fiedler also went off track. Let's see if we can rewind that real quick. 39 car got crazy sideways in turn number 1. He's going to go through the grass, and they almost went 3 wide there to the back of the field. Alrighty, but back up here to the front. Marty Calvert still has the lead on lap number 3 of 100 laps here tonight. In 2nd place, there is William Carr in the 2nd, and the number 81 car. Philip Beaver is back there in the 3rd place position. And caution is out for the first time tonight. And it looks like Wes Gallo is involved. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. So there's Wes Gallo in the 07 car right behind Greg Stone. At the line here, it looks like he gets a little bit loose. Tries to straighten it out. Keeps it off the wall, and he does. He manages to save that car from getting wrecked. It looked like he had a little bit too much throttle coming out of turn 4, and that car just decided to spin out. And I definitely have done that a couple times here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. It's pretty easy to do, but he manages to save that car, keep it clean, no damage. Good job, good save by Wes Gallo. Already under caution for the first time tonight. We are on lap number 5, coming to 6th this time by. We'll go ahead and pull up Marty Calvert, who's tonight's qualifier, pole qualifier. Hey Marty, it's David up here in the booth. You got me?
Hey David, how's it going?
Hey man, thanks for joining us tonight. Congratulations on the pole for tonight's All-Star race. How are you planning on attacking tonight's race here at North Wilkesboro Speedway?
Try to stay up front as much as I can. Take care of the tires, don't get too terrible much heat in them. You know, this could be a run without a pit stop kind of race, depending on how it goes. But I'm excited about it. This is North Wilkesboro is about an hour from me, and I'm going to the real All-Star race on Sunday. I've got my Revival North Wilkesboro t-shirt on right now, so I'm nerding out.
Awesome, man. That's pretty cool. Hey, do you ever think they're going to ever update this track and give us the current version of it?
I hope so. I would love to see that. I'd like to see both, you know, have it to where we could have the original version and then have the updated version as well. That would be awesome. It's not far from Charlotte and all, so they should be able to get up there and scan it.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping they'll eventually give us the updated track since they repaved it and upgraded the stands and everything. That'd be pretty cool. But good, fun track to race at tonight. It's going to be an exciting race, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys out there racing.
All right. Thank you.
All righty, Marty. Good luck. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
All right, there you heard it from Marty Calvert, who is your pole sitter tonight. We're getting ready to go green flag racing once again. Cars stacked up 2 by 2 throughout the field, and lights are off on the pace car. Looks like Wes Gallo will be restarting back there towards the tail end of the field, right in front of Brandon Feeler. Mike Whiting also looked like he joined us tonight. Looks like he's not on track, but pace car's off. Green flag in the air, and Marty Calvert leads us to green. Oh, but they're wrecking at the tail end of the field. Brandon Feeler and Corey Goodall wrecked on that restart. Let's take another look. Caution back out in the air for the second time here tonight. Here's that restart. We're watching the 39 and the 333. And we just watched Corey Goodall get into the back end of, or get in the side of Brandon Feeler there. Here's another replay. Really odd. It looked like the 333 car, the steering just snapped, or I'm not sure what happened there. I don't think that was on purpose, but yeah, definitely a bad restart for these guys. All right, so Brandon, unfortunately involved in 2 incidents, both cautions of the night so far. He's got some damage on that right side. Hopefully he can turn things around, but off to a bad start here at the All-Star race. But Lorraine, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you leaving a comment saying hello. Anybody else that wants to leave a comment, let us know who you're rooting for. We got these guys coming down pit road to make some repairs. That's Brandon Feeler and Corey Goodall, the 2 cars that were involved in that restart incident. We've got Eric Olson out there. Eric Olson is the last year's All-Star race winner at Talladega. Last year we kind of ran something a little bit different. We actually voted on the All-Star race and where we wanted to run. The majority of the vote had Talladega picked over some of the others, such as Charlotte and North Wilkesboro. There's a couple tracks up there in the voting, and we voted on Talladega. I actually ran with these guys, and me and Eric actually finished place 1 and 2. And it was a lot of fun. Eric Olson won that race, had a great race all race long. It was a blast, guys. I missed being out there with them. And congrats to Eric for winning last year's 2024 All-Star, and we'll be watching him tonight and see what he can do out here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. But just want to give him a shout out. Alrighty, looks like there's not too many cameras here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. I tried changing them up. Looks like we're getting ready to go green flag racing once again here on lap 14 this time by. And Marty Calvert's going to lead them to green with William Carn on the outside, and green flag in the air. And Zachary Ward sends it down really hard into turn number 1. And that number 5 car. The 81 looking to the inside of the 16, not quite going to get there just yet. Oh, and there's a car up in the wall, and it's Marshall Dugan. We heard him hit the wall there. We'll go ahead and take a look. Oh, and he had help. Let's watch that replay once again. Actually, let's take a look here. It looked like the 20 car. I need to take one more look at this and see what happened. So Mark Ward in the 10. We're watching the 10, the 20, and the 07 here. So it looked like, okay, so Marshall in the 20 car, looked like he got in the wall there, kind of bounced off the wall, and that was the result. Heavy damage to the right side of that car, unfortunately. Alrighty, back to live racing here under caution for the third time tonight. We're on lap 17 of 100 laps. We interviewed Marty Calvert, who is your pole sitter tonight, currently leading the race. William Carr in second, Philip Beavers third, Greg Stone, who won the All-Star Open earlier tonight, he is in fourth. Zachary Ward in the number 5 car, he is currently fifth. Derek Moore is sixth. John Ledger, who is out there tonight, he is currently seventh place. Mark Ward is 8th place. Brandon Fiedler is 9th. Wes Gallo is 10th. Corey Goodall is 11th. Eric Olson is 12th. Marshall Dugan is currently 13th. Jeffrey Belk and Mike Whiting are also out of the race at the moment. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the caution. We're getting ready to go green flag racing here this time by on lap number 19. Alrighty, Corey Goodall, we saw him involved in that caution earlier on, the second caution of the night. He'll be restarting from the inside road right behind Brandon Fiedler. Marty Calvert getting ready to restart here. Pace car pulls off and green flag in the air. And Philip Beaver gets to the back of the 81 and spins him around on the restart.
Well, you're doing a good job. You want to give us an update on that car?
There you have it. William in the 81 car gets spun around on the backstretch after Philip Beaver made contact with him. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty guys, bear with me for just one moment here. Alrighty guys, thank you for your patience. Just a little bit of a race review there. Looks like we might try and do one more double file and then go back to single file. There's a little bit of chatter in the garage area and in race chat, and we're thinking about trying this thing going single file. Alrighty, so caution is out for the fourth time tonight. We're on lap number 23 of 100. William Carr in the second, and the number 81 car got spun out from Philip Beaver. That's what brought out the fourth caution of the night. Looks like cars are going to stack up single file this time by, and we're going to restart this thing once again on lap number 24. There you go. The pace car pulls off. Green flag in the air. Marty Calvert back to the lead, restarting this race on 24. Much better restart that time by. Everybody's single file. Right now we're watching Greg Stone, the number 3 car, with Philip Beaver right behind him, and Zachary Ward back there. In the 4th place position, John Ledger right now in the 5th place position, the number 19 car. Give him a shout out. Oh, makes contact with the wall. He just smacked the wall down the backstretch. He seems to be okay, not too much damage there. Brandon Fiedler now looking to the inside of the 19. He's going to make the pass through turn 1 and 2. And the 39 car gets around him for a top 5 position on lap number 26. All right, let's take a look at the battle here between Mark Ward. Oh, Mark Ward's car is all torn up right now. And he's going to come down pit road. And we're going to take a look and see what happened there real quickly. He has a lot of damage. And Mark Ward's still damaged. Let's take a look. Let's try and go a little bit further back. Mark Ward in the 10. This is the replay. We're going to find out what happened with him. There it is, spun out all by himself. Heavy contact with the inside wall. That's going to damage that left front corner all the way up. He's going to bring that car down pit road. Alrighty, we stay caution free right now on lap number 30. Back to the lead. That's Marty Calvert with Greg Stone right behind him, closing in on him. And you also got Zachary Ward in the 5 car also catching them as well. So we're going to have a good battle up here for the lead. These 3 cars, top 3 cars, are all really close together on lap number 31. Things are about to get interesting here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. This race is heating up. Catherine Stone says, let's go Stone. Catherine, if you missed it, actually, I take that back. I didn't broadcast the first race, but Catherine, Greg Stone won the first All-Star Open race earlier tonight. Unfortunately, I didn't make it home in time to broadcast that race. But shout out to Greg Stone. We mentioned before this race got started that he won the All-Star Open earlier tonight. Did a fantastic job. And right now he is challenging for the lead here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. This is the All-Star Race official 100 laps here tonight. And doing a great job as he chases down the leader of Marty Calvert. Zachary Ward, though, also in the mix in that 5 car. He's chasing them down as well. These top 3 cars are looking really strong here tonight. And we'll keep an eye on these guys. Back there in the 4th place position, there's Brandon Fiedler under fire from West Gallo. These guys got sent to the rear on the first caution of the night, had a little bit of an incident early on, and they're trying to rebound pretty nicely here on lap number 35. John Ledger right now in the 6th place position with Derek Moore right behind him in the 911 car. Corey Goodall right there in the 333. He is currently 8th with Eric Olson right there behind him at 9th. Marshall Dugan in 10th place position. Followed by Philip Bieber there, number 60. He is currently 11th. And William Carrin in the 81 car, who got spun out on the last caution. He is trying to rebound right now from the 12th place position. Mark Ward out there in the number 10 car. He is 13th. And then our other 2 cars who are out of the race are 14th and 15th. Back to the lead here, though. There's Marty Calvert, the 16. Right now we're watching the throttle of Marty Calvert as he makes his way around this track. These cars a little bit slippery here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. You get on the throttle too much coming out of 4, the car wants to spin around on you, and that's what we saw by a couple cars here tonight. That's why we've had 4 cautions already. We saw Mark Ward happen to him. We also saw it happen to, looked like Marshall Dugan earlier as well. But Greg Stone catching the leader. Marty Calvert looking to the inside right now, going into turn 3. Not quite going to get there just yet. But he's got a fast race car on him right now. Let's go ahead and jump on board with Greg Stone. See how he's challenging for the lead here. Really good battle up here for first and second place. Lap number 46 will be next time by. I apologize. Moving on back through the field, John Ledger still in the 6th place position with Derek Moore right behind him, but William Karn moving his way up through the field as well. Actually, William Karn is actually 1 lap down. He's showing that he does have a fast race car, though. And I guarantee we're going to have more cautions out here tonight, so there's going to be many more opportunities for these guys to get back up there to the front. Wes Gallo and Brandon Feeler battling out, and caution is out again for the 5th time tonight. Here's the replay. Oh man, it's the 81 car. I feel like I jinxed him. We were just talking about him moments ago. And it looked like he just towed it back to pit road, and he does. Let's go ahead and take a look. 81 car looked like he was going to come down pit road. He slowed way down here. And then the 911 just kind of ran him over, but it looked like the 81 was going to come down pit road. He almost stopped on the track. Not quite sure what happened there. See one more look here. There you have it. That is the reason for the caution here on lap 46. All right, it looks like a lot of cars down pit road making some repairs. Philip Beaver on pit road along with everybody else. Eric Olson on pit road in the 64 car. And right now, Marshall Dugan stayed out in the 20, but he's going to bring it down pit road this time by. So you've got Greg Stone out there in the chat. Let's go ahead and pull him up here. Hey Greg, it's David up here in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, you won the first race of the night. Congratulations. And right now we've been watching you battle with Marty Calvert. You guys are chasing him down, making it look really good. You got a fast car up there tonight. How's the race going so far?
Appreciate it, man. Long green flag run was fun. Just kind of hanging out here with Marty and seeing what we can do, man.
And you
trying
guys
to save my stuff right behind him.
Yeah, I hear you. You guys are having a good time out there. You're looking really fast. And man, we were watching you guys battle it out, and there was a couple opportunities there. We saw you to the inside. We were wondering if you're going to make the pass. But yeah, you're putting on a lot of good racing so far tonight here at North Wilkesboro.
Appreciate it, man. I'm being very cautious. I don't want to take him out, so we'll make it work.
I hear you, man. Well, good luck out there, and have fun. We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it, brother.
Green flag.
Alrighty, green flag back in the air. It's Marty Calvert back to the lead. Restart on the inside with Greg Stone and Zachary Ward side by side. John Ledger in the 19 gives a big push to Zachary Ward in the number 5 car there. And now Zachary Ward looking at the inside of the 3 car. This is lap number 52. And Zachary Ward got pretty loose. He's going to slow way down there on the inside. That's going to allow the 39 of Brandon Fiedler to get right there to his bumper, trying to make the pass. Zachary Ward manages to save it, got really loose out of turn 4. We've watched that a couple times here tonight. It's all about that throttle control out of turn 4. You give it too much throttle and these cars just want to spin around on you. How about the battle between John Ledger and Brandon Fiedler here for the 19 car and the 39 car? Now Wes Gallo challenges to the inside. He's going to try and get around John Ledger. This is the battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th right now on screen with Philip Bieber in the mix too. He's right there behind the bumper of Wes Gallo in that number 60 Ford Mustang. Oh, an 07 car down to the bottom of the track. He's going to let them on by. That's what we were talking about. He manages to save it, but he lost a couple positions there. And that's going to allow John Ledger, Philip Bieber, they're going to gain that position. Philip Bieber now up to a top 5. Oh, and John Ledger, he got loose as well. Now Wes Gallo back up there for position. They are side by side through turn 1 and 2. These guys are putting on a heck of a battle here at North Wilkesboro for the All-Star race. Back up here to the lead, it's Marty Calvert still leading this race on lap number 58. Greg Stone still trying to chase him down. Zachary Ward back there in the 3rd place position, the 5 car trying to recover from that spin he almost caused earlier on a couple laps ago. Manages to save his car, no damage there, did a great job. And then we got Brandon Fiedler here making his way back up to the front. He's got a fast car, don't count him out. We're going to keep an eye on him and see what he can do with that 39 car here tonight. He was involved in our first caution of the night and second caution of the night, and he's trying to rebound up to the front. Doing a great job up to the 4th place position here in North Wilkesboro. And you know what? I am just going to stop talking because every time I talk about a driver, I just jinx them. And we just watched Brandon Fiedler spin it in the grass. And that's going to lose him some ground tonight. Brandon Fiedler is going to drop back down to the 6th place position after getting up there in the top 4. Now John Ledger all over his bumper, looking to make the pass. Philip Bieber, though, how about him? Him and Wes Gallo up to the top 5. And now they're going to go and battle it out. Let's hop on board here with Wes Gallo for a moment. You can really hear them manage that throttle. Really got to baby it coming out of these corners because that rear end likes to slide around here, especially at this track. Back up here to the front. It's the 3 car and the 16 who are leading this race, and Greg Stone wants to take that lead away from the 16 car. Not quite going to get there and make the pass just yet, but they were almost side by side through turns 1 and 2. JV says, damn it, Brandon. I know. JV, man, I was thinking the same thing. I was talking about how he was coming up back to the front. after having a mishap earlier on the race, doing a great job making his way back through the field. The next thing you know, he's spinning it through the grass. He didn't spin it. He managed to keep it straight and didn't have any damage to his vehicle. But, man, I felt so bad showing him off, and right there in front of us, he managed to go through the grass and down the backstretch. John Ledger in the 19 car out there tonight. Great to have him racing with us once again. Kind of struggling a little bit here in tonight's All-Star race. He lost one spot from where he started this race. A little bit off pace here tonight, North Wilkesboro Speedway. Made a little bit of contact with the wall there that time by down the backstretch. There's Eric Olson in the 64 car. That's last year's All-Star race winner. He's going to go to the inside of Marshall Dugan in the 20. Sounds like a lot of guys are trying to save their tires. We're on lap number 71 of 100 laps here tonight. Corey Goodall in the 333 car, currently in the 7th place position here tonight. Those same top 3 cars, all in the same positions. Marty Calvert, Greg Stone, Zachary Ward, all 1, 2, and 3. Philip Beaver right now in the 4th place position. We're currently on lap number 73 of 100 laps here tonight's All-Star race. We missed it earlier. We were going to broadcast the first All-Star Open race tonight, and we weren't able to get here on in time. So shout out to Greg Stone for winning the first race. This is the main event of the night, 100 laps here at North Wilkesboro Speedway for the 2025 All-Star race. And right now, Marty Calvert has the race pretty much locked up over Greg Stone. Doing a great job up there maintaining the lead all race long. The 3 cars looking really fast here tonight, though. And in a moment's notice, he's going to strike on that 16, try to take that lead away. But we just saw him get a little bit loose there out of turn 4. And that's been happening all night. This track is hot and slick, and these cars are sliding around. These guys trying to manage their tires and manage that throttle control. Marshall Dugan up there on the high side. He's going to go a lap down here. Right now, Marshall Dugan 1 lap down. Derek Moore is 2 laps, and Mark Ward, who we saw spinning earlier on, he's now 5 laps down. William Karn looks like he's backed out of the race here. There's the battle with Eric Olson and Mark Ward. Eric Olson currently riding around the 9th place position. 22 laps to go here. I'm really surprised they haven't added more camera angles for North Wilkesboro Speedway. There's not many to choose from. Kind of hopped in here and I noticed that there's only a handful. Looks like you probably need to make like custom cameras for this racetrack. Alrighty guys, 15 more laps to go. We're watching Greg Stone as he tries to chase down the leader, Marty Calvert, trying to see if he's got anything for him. Marty Calvert's been stinking up the show all race long, led almost every single lap here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. He definitely has one of the fastest cars on the track. Greg Stone, a little bit loose coming out of turn 4 though, but has a really fast car as well. Zachary Ward's kind of fallen off pace back here in the 3rd place position. He is 2.6 back off the leader. Not quite sure if he's going to have enough to catch these two guys. It's going to be all up to Greg Stone with 13 laps to go. And I don't believe we saw our last caution yet, so it's not over. As this race keeps going on, these tires are going to get slicker and slicker, and we're probably going to see one more caution before this race is over. We got 12 laps to go, though, this time by. There's Spellett Beaver in the number 60 car. Right now, he is currently 4th place. 5.7 seconds back off the leaders. Wes Gallo right now in the top 5 place position as he gets around Eric Olson. I'm sorry. Eric Olson just went 1 lap down. We also had high hopes for Brad Fiedler in that 39 car. He was looking really strong here tonight, but he got caught up in a couple mishaps here. The first 2 cautions of the night, he was involved in those and had to get sent back to the tail end of the field. Went through the field really nicely, got all the way up to 4th place position, and then we chinksed him. I was showing him off on screen, and he ended up going through the grass in the backstretch. So unfortunately, Brandon Fiedler's had his hands full all race long. Makes more contact there, almost spun it out. I think I'm going to have to let him go and view somebody else. 8 laps to go, and he's losing ground here. Sorry, Brandon. And he's going to spin it out and hit the wall there. Not looking good for Brandon Fiedler tonight in that 39 car. Heavy damage to the right front. Marty Calvert coming to 6 laps to go this time by. Greg Stone still in striking distance. 3/4 of a second right behind the leader. Marty Calvert looking cool, calm, and collected, making it look easy out there in tonight's All-Star race, keeping everybody behind him. It's going to be interesting to see if Greg Stone can throw a Hail Mary here and get around that 16 with only 5 laps to go, but he's losing a little bit of ground. He's got to do it fast if he wants to make a move. Zachary Ward 1.4 seconds off the leaders. He's kind of catching these guys. And as you can see, he's catching Greg Stone in that 3 car. It looks like he's kind of changed his lineup a little bit. Kind of going with the slow in, fast out approach. And Greg Stone might have a problem with that 3 car. He's getting really slow. Losing a lot of ground to the leader. He's now almost 1.5 seconds back. And where did John Ledger come from? Rides that wall all the way around turn 1 and 2. 2 laps to go. And he goes to the front, right in that wall. I'm not sure if they're going to allow that. John Ledger in the 19 takes the white flag, racing against the wall there. Just pulled a watermelon move. And it looks like he's going to give that spot back to Marty Calvert. Marty Calvert is your race winner, followed by Greg Stone and Zachary Ward. That was crazy. I was not expecting that at the end there. Greg Stone finishes P2, Zachary Ward P3. Marty Calvert gets the win. But talk about John Ledger throwing a Hail Mary there, right in the wall, all the way around the track. The actual NASCAR Cup Series outlawed that, stating you cannot ride the wall anymore, but man, he made a really good move there. That was pretty interesting. But here is your Philmar Racing boys on screen. There's Philip Beaver congratulating race winner Marty Calvert on the win. What did you guys think about tonight's All-Star race? A lot of cautions, and we were kind of hoping to see them get stacked up one more time for some side-by-side racing, but nonetheless, that was a good show. And interesting end there, but Marty Calvert, man, what a car, what a race he had tonight. What a fast car. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull him up here in the booth and interview him. Hey, Marty, it's David at the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, congratulations on the win there. Man, those last couple laps, we were watching you and Greg Stone and Zachary Ward. It looked like Zach was chasing you guys down, but man, nobody had anything for you tonight. You had one fast car. Talk about a good race from you overall, but what about, we saw John Ledger there riding the wall, and he gave it back to you guys. I was like, I don't think we're going to count that, but man, that was a kind of weird finish there at the end.
Yeah. He was doing the Chastain thing there for a minute, and I was like, I hope that I see the checker flag and it tells me I won, but, if he's going to do his thing, just let him do his thing, whatever. But, gosh, I'm exhausted. Greg kept me incredibly honest throughout that whole run. There was a time or two where I got squirrely coming out of 4, and I thought he was going to get inside, and that was going to be that, but I managed to stay just ahead of him long enough to get my composure back and kind of settle back in the rhythm. But that was tough.
Yeah, we were watching a lot of guys struggle tonight. Was it real slippery out there with this car?
Yeah, especially coming out of turn 4 and 2. You really had to be precise on the throttle to keep speed coming out of the corner. Like just a hair too much and it would instantly come around on you. So that was kind of the balance, just finding the way to get the straightest run off of the corner, especially coming out of 2. But I'll throw some credit out where credit's due on this track. I had the I had the pleasure of getting to race with TJ Majors on this track on our racing before. Yes, that TJ Majors, and he may have taught us a little trick in 3 and 4 that helps.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's always exciting when we get to race with people, you know, professionals or people like that. It's pretty cool. And that's the cool thing about iRacing too, is you never know who you're going to race with in official races. You'll see professionals and guys in all series and leagues. It's pretty cool. But that's awesome. You got a chance to see him and talk to him.
For sure. I never beat him, so I still still have a rabbit to chase out there as
Yeah,
far as he goes.
I was gonna say you never do, especially all the races that I've been in, and I saw Travis Pastrana. I think I saw a couple other Cup drivers throughout the years. I can't remember the last one I raced with. It was probably 2 years ago. But every time we get in a race like that, I saw Ty Majeski in one race. They always kind of wipe the field. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing how their real world knowledge translates to the sim. I mean, that's just how close it is. And I think I tell people all the time, you know, it's a game, but it's more than that, because you know the real teams are using the same thing. I have some buddies that work at RFK, and I've been fortunate enough to go up into their simulator room, and I actually got to sit in Brad Keselowski's simulator and run a few laps in Charlotte.
Yeah,
so,
that's
I mean,
awesome.
those guys use the same stuff that we use. I mean, it's nicer gear, but the same program. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That's cool.
So, anyway, yeah, thanks for doing the broadcast as always. Got some kiddos and my wife up at the house that like to watch and follow along. So shout out to them and mom and dad and everybody else. And looks like Philip had a pretty good run there as well. So it's not a points race, but it always feels good to win. So we'll take it.
Awesome. Well, hey, Marty, congratulations again. Put on a heck of a show for us here at North Wilkesboro Speedway in the All-Star Race. And thanks for talking with us, man. Hope you have a good night.
Thank you. You as well.
Alrighty, guys. There you heard it from race winner Marty Calvert. He wins the 2025 Fun League All-Star Race. Put on a heck of a race. Did a great job. Led almost all the laps here. And the only one that had a car to challenge him was Greg Stone. And let's see if we can pull up Greg and interview him real quick. Hey, Greg, it's Dave at the booth. You got me?
Hey, man.
Hey, man, you put on a heck of a race. You're challenging for the lead. You won the All-Star Open race earlier tonight. You had a really good race tonight. What did you need to get to the lead and take that lead away from the 16 car?
One of two things. I needed him to mess up, or I need some tires, because that was exhausting.
Yeah,
that
we talked to Marty. He said the exact same thing. He said tonight's race was very exhausting, and he was talking about how turn 4 just car got crazy loose. I mean, we noticed that you were struggling there as well.
Yeah, it came to a point where I was having just to fight it on every exit, and I can't believe I didn't lose it a few times. I felt like I was all the way sideways, and just able to tap the brakes, keep going.
Yeah, we saw that all night long with many other drivers as well. Everybody was kind of fighting out of turn 4, and it was just crazy slick out there. But man, yeah, you had a really fast car tonight, and definitely was between you and the leader, Marty Calvert. So you guys put on a heck of a race. Just need a little
yeah, Zach was creeping up on us at the end. He was in my mirror. He was getting bigger and bigger.
I seen that. You know, Zach started out pretty good, and then he kind of messed up there as the race was going on, but he kind of gained something there at the very end. I don't know if he learned something or did something differently, but he was getting you guys or closing in. It was interesting and fun to watch.
Yeah, he definitely was. I appreciate the broadcast, man. Appreciate what you do. You do a good job.
Yep, no problem. Sorry I missed the earlier race tonight. We got on here just a little bit too late, but congratulations on that win earlier. And, man, you put on a heck of a race tonight as well, so congratulations on P2.
Appreciate it, man. I want to give a shout-out to my wife and my daughter in the living room in there watching. Love y'all.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Greg. Appreciate you racing with us. Thanks for talking with us here tonight in the booth. Congrats on your runner-up tonight in the All-Star race, and hope you have a good weekend, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, Devin.
Alrighty, guys, there's Greg Stone. He finishes P2 tonight And in the All-Star race, let's go ahead and see if we can pull up Zachary Ward, who comes home P3. Hey, Zach, it's David Abu. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, congratulations, P3. We noticed you're starting to get the hang of it here tonight, but too late in the race. What happened out there tonight? It looked like everybody was struggling, and the cars were really slick, and turn 4 looked like to be the worst. But how was the race, in your opinion?
Yeah, it was definitely edgy. And then I knew I didn't have pace to hang with Greg or Marty, so I was just trying to bank on tire saving, and then I made a mistake there like halfway through that run. I was trying to maintain the gap at like a second, but I kind of throttled up too hard off of 2 and almost looped it. So then I fell back to like 3.5 seconds, and then the race is just so short once it goes green like that. So I mean, I didn't even have a chance to get back up there.
Yeah, we noticed that at one point it looked like you had to save it and really struggle losing it down out of turn 4. But yeah, we saw a lot of guys all struggle as well throughout this race tonight, and it looked like it was really slick. But yeah, you were chasing down Greg Stone there towards the end. It looked like you were going to take away P2 from him. But man, what did you need to get around him there towards the end?
I feel like I just needed more laps. Like with like once it got to like 15 to go, I was watching the relative, and I was pretty consistent, like 2/10 better than Greg and Marty. But then once I got to Greg, it's the air, like the dirty air is just so bad. I mean, as soon as you cross my nose, I would just go up, I would roll up the hill. So I mean, it's one thing catching somebody, but then to make a pass too, it's a whole different animal. So I put myself in a bad spot when I almost wrecked in the beginning, and then I messed up on that last long run. So oh well. Happy with the P3.
Yeah, we definitely noticed it was extremely hard to pass here tonight, and that kind of made a big difference. And we noticed you guys kind of finished where you started on that last run. But yeah, do you think the other cars, like you think Xfinity would have handled a lot better here, or trucks?
Yeah, I feel like the trucks would fit it a lot better. I mean, the Xfinity car is a little bit like more naturally loose. Like the Xfinity car, you drive more on the right rear than off the right front. So I feel like the truck would definitely be probably the best combo here.
Yeah, no, I think we've tried that once before, and it seemed like it was a lot of fun doing it in the truck series compared to next gens. The next gens, I don't know, it just seems like, yeah, it's really slick usually.
Yeah, and I think something with, I don't know if it's the ride height or the diffuser bottoming out, but I mean the track's got a lot of bumps in it, so it's just that it doesn't react well over the bumps for sure.
I gotcha, man. Well, hey, thanks for talking with us. And P3 tonight, real well-respected finish here in tonight's All-Star race. I know it's not the win you were looking for, but man, talk about a hard race. We were talking to Marty and Greg, and they both said that they were worn out after this one. How you feeling? Are you feeling the same as far as struggling with the wheel?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm about to go either reach for a water bottle or a beer. I don't know which one yet.
I hear you. All righty. Well, thanks for talking with us, Zach, and appreciate you for hosting this and putting this on as always. And you did a great job, and it was a lot of fun watching you guys out there.
Appreciate it.
All right,
have a good
Zach,
weekend.
You too, bud. We'll talk to you next week. Take it easy.
Sounds good. See ya.
Alrighty, guys, that was Zachary Ward. He comes home P3 in tonight's All-Star race. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull up John Ledger, who came home P4. If he's still out there, I think he might have actually bailed. John, who rode the wall on that last lap. I don't think we were going to score him as the winner if he took the win, but we're going to have to go ahead and replay that. If you guys missed it, we're going to watch that right now. It looks like John has left the chat, so I can't interview him. Here's him pulling off the track here on the last lap, I believe. Yep, there it is. And let's go ahead and replay that. We'll take it to the white flag here. It might have even been before that. Let's go ahead and take it back a little bit further. So here it is. Brandon Feeler had some damage to his car. He's having a hard time driving there in the last couple laps. But here's John Ledger. And we'll show you as he Ross Chastain's it around the wall on the final 2 laps of the race. Throws a Hail Mary. He went from like 4th or 5th place all the way up to the lead on the last lap. and he's about to do it here in just a moment. I might have taken it too far back. I'm sorry. I apologize. This was lap like 95. So we'll give it right here. There it is. He's riding the wall there on the last lap. Gets around the second and third place finishers and then goes up to the front. There's the leader, Marty Calvert, and he's going to get around him. This is coming to the white flag this time by. Takes the white flag, still rides the wall. Ross Chastain's it, Hail Mary. I didn't even think it was possible here in North Wilkesboro until I saw it firsthand from John Ledger. But John, being the cool guy that he is, decides to pull it down pit road and give that win back to Marty Calvert. And he comes home P4. Awesome paint scheme, by the way, John. Good to have you back out there racing with us tonight. Appreciate it. We were going to interview you if you stuck around. Looks like Philip Beaver's still around. He came home P5, so we'll go ahead and interview him. Let's pull him up here in the booth. Hey, Philip, stay with the booth. You got me?
Hey, David. How you doing, man?
Hey, not too bad. We were just showing off the Hail Mary Ross Chastain move earlier in tonight's race, but that was kind of nuts. I wasn't expecting that out of John Ledger, but hey, man, P5 tonight. How did the race go? I know everybody else said they were worn out. How are you feeling?
I'm tired. Yeah, between having to run the open and all the practice, and yeah, but I'm a lot more relieved, and it was way more mellow a night than last week, so that's for sure. And I did just real quick. I wanted to start since I've got the chance. You know, last week I made some comments pertaining to 22 and Mr. Whiting, and we talked about it this week, and I had a chance to really go back and look at replays, and I was completely wrong. What I thought happened did not, and I owe him and all his supporters an apology. And you know, if I'm going to say something publicly, I should backtrack it and own it publicly. So there, I just wanted to give him that and that credit, and I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah, all right, man. I hear you. I appreciate you saying that. What last week we were at, was it Texas? Or no, it wasn't Texas. What was it?
Kansas.
Oh, that's right, Kansas. Yep, Kansas. Yeah, we were watching that race. I couldn't remember exactly what happened between you and Mike, but yeah, that was definitely an interesting race.
Yeah, it was my fault. It was not his.
I got
So,
you, man.
yeah.
Well, I appreciate you. Hey, thanks for coming on here and talking with us and saying that. Other than that, though, but yeah, I saw. Where did you race the Open earlier? Because we didn't get the broadcast that we were a little bit running behind.
Yeah, it was the broadcast. The Open was pretty uneventful. We had a caution on the opening lap before turn one, and then after that we settled down. And I think it was because you just wanted to transfer. You know, where you finished really didn't matter. So once we settled in, if you were in a transfer spot and you weren't in danger, I mean, why risk it? So we just kind of cruised and ran all 30, and then got here. And here you could kind of go for it. You know, as fate would have it, Wes and I were in another really good battle tonight, and this time it went really clean. So kudos to him. And yeah, just running fourth there at the end, and I think I was fourth, and I looked up and I saw this rocket. I heard my spotter say "car outside," and I was like, "What the heck? No one's within a second or two either way." And I saw Ledger go Chastaining by, and I was like, "There's no way that's going to stand. There's no way." And sure enough, I think Zach black flagged him. So hopefully, I think it's going to be fourth. But either way, fourth, fifth doesn't matter. It's all star, so it's just for fun.
Yeah,
But
I was thinking the same thing. Watching it up here in the booth, we watched John Ledger go from way back there. I believe it was fifth or sixth, all the way up there to the lead, and I'm like, "There's no way we're counting this. There's no way." I think he just wanted to prove that he could do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we were gonna score it that way, even though this is a non-points race. But it was still interesting to watch, and I still got a pretty good chuckle out of it.
I mean, hats off, man. If you can pull it off, that was a pretty bad A move. He stuck it. He stuck the landing. So kudos to him.
You know, we saw Ross Chastain do it at Martinsville. I didn't think it was possible here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. That was an interesting one for sure.
Yeah. And I was just so thrilled to even be in a position where I was, because running third there, I was happy at that point, and I thought I threw it away there off two. I slipped and gassed it just a little. It's so hard when it slips like that, and I kept it out of the fence, no damage, but fell all the way to the back and thought, great, Marty's going to be lapping me any second. But got it back together, caught the rear of the field, was working my way back through, and caught the caution, threw tires on it, and worked my way back up, and it worked out. Man, I'm tired.
Yeah, that seems to be the common theme all race long. A lot of these guys all said that they're tired, they're worn out after this one, and it just seemed like it was hard to pass. Everybody said you couldn't really pass here. It seemed like maybe these next-gen cars just don't really handle well at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Would you agree?
They don't. The only places these cars are good for are the 1.5s. Everywhere else, you can just throw them in the trash bin. Seriously. I can hear Wes screaming right now, and I will give him the restrictor plate tracks. Okay, yeah, you can leave them there. Other than that, just bin them.
Just
bin
bin them. But yeah, it was pretty disheartening to see. Everybody was kind of battling it out, and it seemed like the positions on that last run, nobody was able to really kind of get around each other. It seemed like, you know, Marty had to lead pretty much all race long. Greg Stone had a really fast car, but just couldn't get quite past Marty. Zachary Ward had a really good run there in the end of the race, but just couldn't get around Greg. And it kind of seemed like the same common thing with you and Wes Gallo. You guys had some really good battles all race long, but it just didn't seem like people can really get around each other.
Yeah, I mean, like, Wes was faster than me, but if I was careful and didn't overdrive entry and I could pin it on the bottom, I mean, what's he going to do? He either has to dump me or try the high side. And when he went high, he burnt his right front and right rear up, and then he fell back. So, I mean, your only option is really either you can put the bumper to someone, which in real life, great, you can do it, but in the simulation, it's next to impossible. And so then you've got to hope that the guy ahead of you overdrives, slips up, you know, gets loose, makes a mistake that you can capitalize on. Other than that, it's really, really tough. I mean, you may time it right and get a great corner exit where you can get a run and get under them on quarter entry at the next turn, but yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, I hear you, definitely. Absolutely. That's kind of what we've been noticing all race long as well.
Yeah, it's tough. And, you know, maybe when we, maybe iRacing will get us a scan of the new surface and the updated track, and at night, maybe it'll get better. Who knows? But as of right now, this is kind of what we're stuck with.
You know, it's funny you say that because we were just talking about that earlier tonight as well. I asked Zach before this thing got started, or actually, I think I was talking to Corey before this race got started about are they going to eventually give us the updated version of North Wilkesboro Speedway? Because this is the 1980 version, I believe, right?
Yeah, this is the 87 scan because
Yeah, 87 scan.
Didn't they bring this track when they released the 1987 Cup cars?
They did.
At the same time.
So this track's really not geared for this car at all.
No, and I actually attended the All-Star race when they brought it back when it was still this surface, and you know the line that the real guys ran. I tried running here, and it's you know it's impossible. It's impossible to run with this setup. So it's you make do. It's wow. Yeah, it's nowhere near realistic.
Yeah, so I agree with you. I'm really hoping they give us the updated version of North Wilkesboro Speedway because the stands are completely different. The track's been repaved, and this place looks night and day difference compared to what we're seeing right now on the sim. But yeah, it'll be real interesting to see if they do bring it to us and how different it'll handle in these next-gen cars. But as of the current state, yeah, I was talking with Zach, and I kind of prefer racing here in the trucks a lot better. The trucks seem to put on a much better show.
The trucks put on a decent show, and you know I love this thing in late models and super late models, but Cup and even Xfinity it's a dog. It's terrible.
Yep, I hear you, man. Well, hey, Philip, congrats on a top 5 here in the All-Star race. I know it's non-points, but thanks for talking with us. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good time out there with us, and thanks for joining, and hope you have a good weekend, man. We'll talk to you next weekend, or next
You
Thursday.
too, man. See ya. Yep, see ya.
All right, take it easy, Philip. Hey, Wes, it's Dave in the booth. You got me?
I sure do. How goes, bud?
Hey, real quick before we wrap things up, we'll give you one quick shout out before we get out of here. Man, we just interviewed the top 5 guys, and they all kind of said the same thing. They're all worn out. It's hard to pass. Slippery here. Car doesn't handle great. What's your opinion on tonight's race here at North Wilkesboro?
That was it was a very physical race for being as short as it was. I mean, me and Brandon were talking. My thumb hurts. Both my shoulders hurt. That's a strangely physical track for such a seemingly boring one. I mean, the two corners are so drastically different. It's so bumpy. It's a challenge, and there's so little grip. You just can't pass.
Yeah, we noticed that all race long. Everybody had trouble at turn 4, and the car just didn't want to handle right. And we were talking to a couple of the drivers, and it seemed like the trucks would have put on a much better show here versus the next gens at North Wilkesboro.
I don't know if I fully agree with that. I mean, I personally am a noted fan of the next gen car. I don't know if the racing would have been any better or worse, really, with any other car. The Xfinity car would just roll over to the right front and be terrible over the bumps, and the truck would just be crazy loose over the bumps. So I think we got as good of a race we were going to get regardless of the car.
Yeah, I agree with you. Do you think it was hard to pass here tonight as well?
I think that it was impossible to pass. Even just getting by lap cars, you had to just kind of do some downshifting techniques, and late in a run, by the time you would get to lap cars, there's really nothing you could do. You couldn't put the power down or anything. There was a point in the race where I felt like I was faster than the 60 car in front of me, and I just not able to get by him, and then just burned my stuff up trying to get by him, and then he rode off into the sunset while I just struggled for grip the rest of the race, and that's what you got.
Yeah, I hear you. That's pretty much what we saw up here in the booth as well. Yeah, just you guys had speed. You'd get to the bumper of the car in front of you, and just there was no way to get around them.
Yeah, unless you're gonna drive through them, you're gonna ride behind them or hope that they make some sort of boneheaded mistake. It's kind of what you get. I think it's a track thing. I don't know if it's a car thing. It's just a good thing to kind of just mess around and have some fun with the boys on almost an off week, but it shouldn't be on the regular season schedule. No points race.
Right, yep, I hear you. Hoping that eventually they'll give us the updated version. Maybe it'll drive a lot better, but as of now, yeah, it shouldn't be on the schedule, like you said.
Smooth out some bumps, give us some fresh asphalt, and that could put on some great racing if you get another lane, but the 87 version, no lights or anything. I think in the practice for the open, track was at 127 degrees, something like that. That's basically lava if you're trying to pass someone. You just can't do it.
Yeah, I hear you. That makes a lot of sense. Now I'm getting the image in my head. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yes.
Alrighty, Wes. Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to talk with us here tonight, and thanks for coming out and racing with us.
Appreciate taking the time with me. Just saying hi to my parents at home. They're actually watching. They've grown to be big fans of this, partly because of what you do, partly because they like seeing my awesomeness. So appreciate you being here.
Awesome, Wes. I appreciate it. And, man, thanks for coming out and talk with us. Hope you have a good night. We'll talk to you next Thursday on our next points paint race, and hopefully you have some better luck then.
Yes, we are at Charlotte. Really exciting paint schemes coming up here. I got my first patriotic scheme that I've done, and it's going to be a showstopper.
Awesome. Sounds good. Can't wait. It's going to be exciting to see.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right. Take it easy, Wes. We'll see you next Thursday.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, that's going to pretty much do it. And for tonight, we're going to wrap things up. Appreciate you all for tuning in here. We were at North Wilkesboro Speedway for the All-Star Race. Did 100 laps here tonight. Here is your results. Marty Calvert steals the show away in the number 16 car. He gets the win. And Greg Stone comes home P2. We interviewed a lot of these guys, and they all said the same thing. It was hard to pass. The track was hot and slick, and that's kind of what we saw. We didn't see a whole lot of passing tonight. Marty, Greg, and Zach kind of all rode in the first, second, third place that last 30, 40 laps or so. Philip Beaver comes home P4. Wes Gallo comes home top 5. Corey Goodall comes home 6th. Eric Olson 7th. Brandon Feeler 8th. Derek Moore 9th, John Ledger 10th, Mark Ward 11th, Marshall Dugan comes home 12th, William Carn comes home 13th, Jeffrey Belk 14th, and Mike Whiting 15th. We're going to give a shout out to John Ledger for trying the watermelon move. He did a Hail Mary, rode the wall around the outside of the track in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on the last lap. Went from like 6th place to 1st, but we ended up black flagging him. We didn't. NASCAR doesn't approve it, so I believe Zachary Ward discredited it, so he didn't get the win. Marty Calvert, who rightfully so got the win on that last lap there, got it back from John Ledger. But that's what we saw, and it was pretty interesting, pretty cool to watch. I like that he showed us that he could actually do it. But yeah, tonight's a non-points paying race, so just kind of for fun here, guys. Appreciate you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast and tonight's race. We're going to go ahead and get out. I Am Bro says, let's go, Wes. Love watching. I appreciate that. We just interviewed Wes before he got out of here. He came home top 5. But like I said, hard to pass here tonight. Cars didn't handle that great, so unfortunately we didn't get a whole lot of good racing. But still a lot of fun watching these guys make their way around the track. So, guys, next week we're at Charlotte, and we're back to our points race. So it's going to be exciting watching the 1.5 mile track. Hopefully you guys enjoy next week on Thursday night at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We'll pick things back up then. Until then, hope you have a good weekend and enjoy tonight's All-Star race. Have a good weekend, guys. We'll talk to you next week.